Winter is definitely here, which means our water buoys are blocks of ice in the mornings, the wood stove burns all day, and Akila insists on spending all night cuddled up under the covers. And while you may be wondering why we aren't chasing the weather like usual, there are a few more important things, like the friends nearby and the stunning sunsets, and a big life event that is slowly unfolding. So this is our cozy, cold winter week in the van.
It is 8 degrees. Well, it was. I don't know what it is now. But it's not warm. Our water buoy is inside thawing next to the wood stove, and I have to poop. And even in this weather, I prefer to poop outside. I no longer poop in the ground just because environmentally it doesn't make sense anymore. But yeah, I just put my toilet where there's some wind block and a beautiful view, and it's not that bad. It has been much harder to keep this space clean, especially because it's winter, so we're in here a lot more, and Chris spends a lot more of his time in the van now. He hopped over to the bus to get a bunch of work done this morning. It's basically a part of my morning routine now, because things just, with all of the wood and the dogs and the dirt, it just, small spaces, man, you know? Oh, that's nice. That feels so much better already. And now I get to enjoy one of my favorite parts of my mornings. And that would be my AG1. I have been waking up so dehydrated. I know that it's harder to stay hydrated and to like drink a lot of water in the winter. It's something that I like consciously have to focus on. But since I've been waking up so thirsty, the first thing I say to Chris, because typically he's the one that gets out of bed and like starts the wood stove, I say, "Can you make me my AG1 now?" And he typically reaches for these travel packs, which I think is so funny because I prefer the canister. To each their own. AG1 has been a huge part of my life now for a few years, and I want to thank them for sponsoring today's video. I also want to remind you guys that it's companies like AG1 who are spectacular to work with, who obviously make incredible products that I use every day, that make these videos possible for me to produce and publish every week. As you can tell, this tin is very, very loved. I like drinking AG1 in like 8 ounces of water because I love the taste of it, so having it a little more condensed is very tasty to me. And it feels great knowing how many vitamins and nutrients and minerals and probiotics and plant extracts that I'm putting in my body first thing in the morning. Also, it is a little extra special on days when Chris and I are really low on groceries. I like to have a very well-rounded diet. A big emphasis when I cook is having a variety of nutrients. I like to consume many different plants and fruits and grains and proteins, and like right now Chris and I are very low on food and we won't be going into town for another few days. So having AG1 just as kind of a extra way to put nutrients in my body when we're very low on groceries and kind of have to scrounge is really nice. Along with drinking my AG1, I also use the D3K2 dropper. You can drop this right in your drink if you want to, but I find it just easy to drop it in my mouth. It's just 1 to 2 drops. And I put it right in my mouth. It just tastes like oil. It's delicious. And it is the holiday season. There's a lot of gift giving going on right now, and AG1 is a beautiful gift for those people in your life that prioritize their health. I actually just sent AG1 to some friends as a gift and they were so excited. So make sure to click the link in the description below and get a 1-year supply of the vitamin D3, K2, and 5 of these individual travel packets for free with your first purchase. of AG1. Little note, these travel packets are clutch if you travel a lot or if you go camping and do backcountry stuff a lot. I take these on camping trips and overseas travel. Very convenient. All right, snow is coming. At least that's what I hear. It has been flurrying a little bit, just off and on today, and I think we're supposed to get some snow maybe later this evening, but it has continued to get colder, which is exciting, and it also means I need to prepare a little bit so that we can be a little bit more comfortable in the mornings in the van.
Hi, are you helping?
Chris and I rely solely on the wood stove for heat, and it works so well in the van, but the hardest part has been in the mornings with it so cold because we don't use it at night. It's just so cold, and getting the wood stove started, especially if we forget to harvest kindling, it's a bit of a struggle. So my goal is to fill up my bag with kindling so that we don't have to worry about it in these really cold temps that are coming soon. Oh, it's starting to snow! Oh. Oh. I'm only taking things that are fully detached. A lot of people will destroy sage in the winter because they think it's dead, but it's not. Oh, that wasn't detached. Also, my plan is to fill this jar with fire starter. Akila, it's snowing! Oh my goodness! I have never been a winter person, but the older I get, the more I just so appreciate the change of seasons and the cold and the comfort that comes with working for warmth. I love it. So when there is like damage done to a pine tree, it will collect the pine pitch or the sap in those areas. Once those harden up, they make a really great fire starter. It burns really nice and it burns very slowly. This will last us a long time. The snow finally came. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You guys, it's snowing. Oh my gosh. These beautiful apples, well, I left them in a box outside for like 3 nights. So they have frozen multiple times now, so they're like a little funky. I wouldn't just want to bite into one. But when I have apples like this, I'm going to show you what I do. I have some thawed venison, and this venison is from Elsa Barron. The sugar gets all I have to try not to eat all of these before Chris gets home.
Chris got us a little Christmas tree. And then it's the kind that we can just replant after. How cute! Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. I cannot wait to decorate.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Chris and I are heading up to Elsa Barron's for the evening because Terry, who was recently visiting us here, he left us a beautiful roast from a pronghorn antelope that he harvested just like 2 weeks ago now. And there's a lot that I can cook in the van, but roasts are really hard because I don't have a crock pot, but Elsa has an Instapot, and this will be my first time eating antelope. And I'm really excited about it, and it feels really, really special to have a friend that harvested it. I know that it was ethically taken and that he is utilizing every part of the animal that he can.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to leave, they settle down beneath my feet. I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on. Come sit here with me by the fire.
You don't want a cutting board and like a bigger knife?
Thank
I'm not trying to go.
I think you are. Hey, I'm so fast. You see how fast I am?
As the night starts falling, let my fingers walk over your head.
Yeah, good seats.
We got nothing to be scared of. I'd rather be with you than by myself. Now always in your head.
Did I just make a fucking taboo mistake?
No. You could open yours too. Earth, shake.
Ooh, is he green? He's
Red.
green!
Enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other dinosaur you control. That's awesome.
Let's go.
Dino deck, babe. Might have to make you one.
1,000 Moons crack shot, dude.
Well, I can have dinosaurs in mine too, right? Because I've got half green.
You can do whatever you
You
want.
No,
cut
I get
your
all the greens.
shit out.
This would be a good time to make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss the upcoming videos, because truly the excitement of life right now feels never ending, and I cannot wait to share with everybody. See y'all next week.
Damn, this is so good.
Where did I put my water?
It's a hearty meal.
Very hardy. Hardy, hardy, ho.
Hearty meal. What? You're one of the 7 dwarves? What does that mean?
It means at any time I can say, Linnea, my feet are tired, where's my footstool? And she has to be my footstool for 30 seconds.
She has to be it?
Yeah, like I got my hands and knees and he put his feet on me.
Oh my god. How often do you get to use this?
Whenever I feel like it.
Can you do it back to back?
Well, I only have one right now.
Oh, okay.
He used one up.
Okay, so
When we
then.
were on a date and I was wearing a dress in Mexico.
And complete the story.
No. It's like there's like different dimensions.
Well,
Not
time
dimensions, but like
happens at different speeds depending on how fast you're going and stuff. Like supposedly, if you were to orbit the Earth going fast as fuck, time would go slower for you than it does for the people on Earth.
But so would you age slower?
Theoretically.
You die and then you come into existence.
Yeah,
And you're doing everything
That's
backwards.
interesting.
You would never know the difference.
right.
That's why you get deja vu.
That, yes, dude. Yes. Yeah, that's so interesting you said
And
that.
the atoms and molecules line up just enough to mirror, to like trigger your consciousness to remember it, then it's gone.
Right.
I found this owl pellet. I shouldn't. That's weird. Don't put that in your video. Okay. So Keela's still in bed. Yeah. Okay.
Future dinosaur dragon. Bonehorn? No, Bonehorn, sorry. Dracosaur.
Get out of there.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done.